Hi there, welcome to my channel Aqua 73. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius. Please be in mind, it's not going to resonate with all Aquarius people. You need to know where your Sun, your Moon, and your Venus placements are. Aquarius, I apologize in advance for any background noise. You will hear that people are busy with construction work. They're busy building new houses outside, and the window is open because we have load shedding, so there's no electricity at the moment. Okay, and it's very hot. It's early in the morning, but it's very hot. Anyway, Aquarius, let's start with your reading. I'm first going to draw an animal totem. If you can just give me okay, here is a animal totem. Universe, what animal totem do you want to allow to come through for Aquarius today, Aquarius? I had a very heavy energy this morning, and sometimes, okay, let's just see. No, man, I'm not going to take this one. Already had that one. Aquarius, sometimes we experience things that are very difficult, okay, and we feel alone. We feel alone when we go through something difficult. Yeah, this is beautiful. You experience, I'm getting the strong feeling I'm picking up an Aquarius that's going through something difficult, because the feeling that I got for you is Aquarius is a song that came up, and the word grief. I felt very, very off this morning, like in off isn't the correct word, sad. Okay, there was this deep sadness, but it comes along with loss. I haven't lost anyone recently, but I strongly get the feeling I have a lot of people that I know and friends with that have lost loved ones, and I don't know if they're watching my readings, and I'm not sure. This individual that I'm picking up, they go through old pictures. Okay, like for instance, would go to they would go look for something in a drawer. This is what I see or saw in my head in my meditation. They would go about their day doing ordinary things, like they go about their day cleaning the house or being in the office or whatever, and they just, maybe they're looking for a pen to write because their pen dried up or whatever, and they open a drawer and they find an old picture of someone that passed on, because I strongly get the feeling this is someone that passed on. Okay, and it pulls them back into a memory of something in the past. Okay, but when it pulls this individual back, there's a lot of sadness because it triggers something in this person. Okay, because it brings this person back to past memories that they had with this specific individual. And the song of Barbara Streisand, sorry, Barbara Streisand, okay, Memories, okay. I know there's these two specific passages, like memories in the corners of my mind, pretty watercolored memories of the way we were, scattered pictures. Okay, I'm going to try and sing it. Memories in the corners of my mind, pretty watercolored memories of the way we were, scattered pictures. I can't remember all the words. Okay, but maybe you should. This is a very, very sad energy that I pick up here. Okay, so let me just continue. Okay, dragonfly illusions, the power of light. This is what you got. And dragonfly is, oh, I love dragonflies. There was this house where I used to live, and there was a swimming pool in this house. And in the summer, when we used to swim, there were these dragonflies that used to hover above the swimming pool. But it never bothered us because it reminded me and my kids of, I don't know, dragonflies. They're like little helicopters. I see them as little helicopters. There's just something so magical about them. I don't know what it is. But anyway, let's read the totem. Dragonfly illusion, the power of light. Dragonfly is the power of light. The dragonfly inhabits two realms, air and water. My God, this is for you, Aqua, because you represent this, and the influence of both these elements will be felt by dragonfly people. Dragonfly is the essence of the winds of change, the messages of wisdom and enlightenment, and the communication from the elemental world. Dragonfly medicine beckons you to seek out the parts of your habits that need changing. Call on Dragonfly to guide you through the mist of illusion to the pathway of transformation. Dragonfly brings the light and color of transformation into your life. Okay, so I don't want you to misinterpret it when it says here, beckons you to see the parts of your habits that you need changing. I think what the universe wants to tell you there is, let's just continue before I get to all the messages that are, all the meditations. Okay, this is what blessings through pain. Okay, this is what came through, blessings through pain. There is more value and reason in our experiences. Okay, so this is what the universe wants to tell you. There can be blessings through pain, Aquarius, and there is more value and reason to our experiences than we give it credit for. Okay, because we tend to have such tunnel vision when we have a certain experience that we do not see the value of that experience. Okay, so let's just see. Chimes, awaken, awaken. I don't know why this came up. You need to awaken to something. I don't know exactly what. You know your life, okay? And we're going to continue now. Aquarius, I wanted to tell you also, I know you're going through grief. This morning when I wanted to do your reading, I told myself a lot of people don't want to go there in that place. When they see someone going through a period of sadness and grief, it's like people want to pull you out of it immediately because it makes them feel uncomfortable when you're there. Okay, it makes them feel uncomfortable when you're there. If you feel that you still need to be in this process and that, okay, this is what's coming through. Jordan Peterson, he says your darkness is what helps you, and it's what's going to heal you. Okay, there is this video that he made. Your darkness can lead you to who you truly are. Okay, so usually our darkness is where our growth lies, when we face certain parts of our shadow that we feel uncomfortable with. And I feel, Aquarius, that you currently in your shadow side. I could be speaking to an Aquarius that has some type of Kundalini awakening through a very difficult experience that they had. The experience might be fresh, it might be old, it doesn't matter, okay? You got the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Page of Wands is someone through balance. Okay, this person is balanced, and this person has the ability to carry a lot of burdens and responsibility. This is what's coming through. I don't know if I'm talking to a Aquarius that is carrying a lot of burdens and responsibility, possibly, but this card also speaks of this person is juggling or someone that's trying to balance something also. But it also, the page also speaks of freedom and breaking free from something, okay? Today it comes across as breaking free from something. Because it's wands, okay? It's wands. And wands has to do with movement, fast movement, passionate, and it when you talk about wands, it always constitutes change. Okay, so but this today, it's almost like there's a lot of free spiritedness in this card today. A lot of free spirited, and almost like someone breaking free and feeling relief. Okay, this is what's, you might not be here yet, but this is what you're going to eventually feel, okay, with this card. This is what the message is. When you're through the spirit, it's like, this is what's coming up. Okay, this is the best analogy that I can give you of what you're currently experiencing, Aquarius. It's like if you're a mother, and if you are this person that I'm speaking to, if you're a mother or someone that has a child, of course you're someone that just gave birth or something, okay? If you know, if you give birth, you have this, you have your labor pains, and then you have to, your labor pains have to be a certain time frame, or the periods that the pain comes in, okay? It has to be a certain type of amount of minutes that there is in between this. And when this period becomes shorter, you know you're going to give birth, okay? So the what I want to talk about is, it's like whoever I'm talking to, this person already went through this experience. They're not going through this grief. Obviously this person passed on, or the spirit experience already happened, but they're in the grieving process of this experience. Where they are in this grieving experience, or in this energy, I don't know, okay? And it's almost like what comes through is, that birth pains that you get afterwards. I don't know if a lot of people realize that when you give birth, it's not only at that time. Afterwards, after you feed the baby, when you go home, that contraction pains you get when you feed the baby, it's the same, okay? They call it afterbirth pains. It's exactly the same pains that you get while you're giving birth. So it's almost like this person is getting afterbirth pains, okay? The pains that you get when you go home, when you nursing the baby, breastfeed the baby. This is the best analogy that I can come up with. So it's after birth pains. In other words, it's the after effects of something that happened. Okay? But you're going to step into this energy. There is freedom. It's like this, it's like a dark passage. You have to push yourself through this in order to step into this. Okay? So this is what's coming through. What you need to concentrate on, what matters most in this time in your life, okay? What matters most, put your energy there, okay? And like I said, blessings through pain. I don't know exactly what this is that you're experiencing, but maybe you need to change your trajectory or your perspective regarding how you see things. And I'm not trying to drag you out of this, okay? I'm trying to guide you gently into out of this. I wouldn't say out of the spirit, through this, okay? Because you can only go out of it and through this period if you face it, okay? Like I said, there's more value and reason in our experiences than we sometimes give it credit for, but we don't always have the right type of mind frame at the time that we're going through this specific thing, okay? And there's this quote of Rumi that came through, and it's a beautiful, beautiful quote. I love his quotes. And I want you to listen to it very carefully. Sometimes, before I go to the quote, sometimes we are in this period and we feel alone. And we don't have anyone that supports us in whatever this grief is that we're going through. And people, to a certain extent, can only support you to a certain extent. But sometimes you're going to have those times when you're alone in your room and you're going to cry, and you're going to be in a very sad state, basically. And this is the times that I'm talking about, okay? Those alone times when you have to face your grief and your pain alone. Um, Nobody wants to go there with you, okay? Nobody's willing to go there with you. Sometimes people want to pull you out of it because it makes them feel uncomfortable. Try to surround yourself with people who are willing to sit with you while you are there. People that are supportive and understanding of what you're going through. Okay, so you don't need people at this stage, Aquarius, to tell you what to do. You just need support. You just need, I wouldn't say encouragement. Okay, not encouragement. This individual that I'm picking up here, this person, they need support in the form of emotional support. Okay, emotional support is what this individual needs. So I will stay here with you, Aquarius, while you're here. Okay, because that I understand exactly where you're coming from. Okay, and this is the quote. Your grief for what you've lost lifts a mirror up to where you're bravely working. I'm going to read that again. It's a quote by Rumi. Your grief for what you've lost lifts a mirror up to where you're bravely working. Okay. And what does that say, Aquarius? Is that you invested in something so much, Aquarius. And it's just an indication that wherever you planted is where your energy lies the most. And if your grief is this deep, it means you invested a lot. Okay. It means you are a person of depth. And you don't get a lot of people like that. And I feel this is something that you really need to feel proud of yourself, Aquarius. Because this is what the world needs. It needs people with depth. People who understand how other people feel and what they go through. Because I feel that this individual that I'm picking up is someone who can truly identify with what people go through. Because they've had certain experiences, okay, that made them understand people that much better. So let's just continue with your reading and see what the universe has to say for you today. My lovely, sweet babies. My and water babies. Okay. So, my sweeties, let's start, okay? So, Ace of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Like I said, you're in a very emotional state. And you will see here this thing is almost like a half a circle, and he's feeding himself water. Nourish yourself. It comes across as nourishment today. Okay. But this nourishment, you need to surround yourself with things that will feed your soul in a very nurturing way. Okay. But this is where you are also. I don't think you're feeding yourself. This person is in this state. They need to do this, but they're not. Okay. Because they obviously in a very, with the Seven of Swords, it comes across today as someone that feels betrayed. It's not someone, I think, okay, this is what's coming through. This person feels betrayed by people or someone. Okay, I don't know. This individual feels betrayed by people. I don't know, betrayed you. Okay. Maybe it's people that you thought you could trust, Aquarius, and these people betrayed you. Okay. And this is where this wound lies, possibly. Or, like I said, it's grief. You're grieving something and you're grieving some loss. It may be relationships with individuals or a person that passed on. I don't know exactly what it is. Anyway, Four of Coins and Four of Wands is the next two cards. First, the Four of Coins. The Four of Coins is someone that's holding on to something. I think you're holding on to a wound. this wound that this people created, you're holding on to it. Four of Wands. Or if you're not holding on to it, you're nursing this wound, okay? I strongly get the feeling there was a lot of betrayal for some of you if this is not someone who lost someone. But I strongly get the two feelings. Someone that was betrayed and someone died. Like someone grieving of someone that passed on, okay? This is what I picked up with in the meditation. Anyway, like I said, this individual is holding on to something with this Four of Coins. Sorry. It's like this person is holding on for dear life to control their feelings, the emotions with these two cards. With this Four of Coins and this Four of Wands, it's almost like a frantic energy, okay? A frantic energy of someone trying desperately to stay in control of the emotions. Of, I don't know if this is staying in control of your emotions or staying in control of, sorry about that. Let's just wait. Sorry, pause is over. It's every day, it's like that. Anyway, Four of Coins, it's like, I don't know how to express this. What I pick up. This person was betrayed in some cases, and in some cases this person lost someone and they stuck somewhere in some type of cycle here with this Four of Cups also, and they're holding on to this grief. But if it's not holding on to grief, it's either nursing these wounds, and but it's almost like this frantic energy that you have, okay, of trying to stay in control of your emotions. It's you in Aquarius. Okay, you in Aquarius, it makes a whole lot of sense. It might be the reason why you're trying so hard to stay in control of your emotions is because you might be someone that's responsible for other people, okay, and you cannot afford to lose your cool, basically. You got this, you're appearing in your own reading here with the Star card and the Chariot. There's some type of decision. It comes across as a decision that you need to make about something. I think it's about this feelings that you have, Aquarius, and this grief that you're experiencing and this loss. I don't know exactly what you need to decide, possibly to move out of this feeling. I don't know what this is that you're experiencing, Aquarius. I'm going to try to draw clarifiers. Universe, give me clarifiers for the Star card and the Chariot card, please. Star card and Chariot card. I want to give Aquarius valuable advice that they can take with them after the reading. So please clarify. Oh my God, Aquarius. You got the Death card. The Death card also this experience, whatever it is, it's an extremely deeply profound transformational experience for you. Okay. And the only way it's through, okay. You have to face this, unfortunately, Aquarius. All of us have to experience this. There's not much we can do about this, is there? Like I said, blessings through pain. There is more value and reason in our experiences than we sometimes give it credit for. And like I said, your grief for what you've lost lifts a mirror up to where you're bravely working. I strongly get the feeling this is someone grieving someone that passed on, because you also got the Four of Swords, Ten of Coins, and the King of Coins. And if you look at this card here, you will see it's an old man and an old woman with a grandchild. Okay, so I don't know if this is someone that, maybe this individual that you lost, you thought you were going to grow old with this person. It might be someone that died at a young age. I don't know, okay? Um, the song that came up is Memories of Barbara Streisand. Let those memories carry you through, Aquarius. This is what I do. I lost my dad many years ago, but I still have a lot of pictures of him. I still have a lot of pictures and stuff of him. Okay, so when I'm going through a difficult period, I love to look at his pictures because it reminds me of him. Okay, anyway, this is the state that you're in now. You're still in this grieving period. Four of Swords and Ten of Coins. Yeah, it's okay. Just take your time and just, if I were you, Aquarius, I would just sit, sit there and relax. Yeah, for the Four of Swords. I would recuperate, I would rest, I would spoil myself, I would take a lot of bubble baths and Epsom salt baths, and I would go for walks in nature. I would sit outside and listen to the birds. I would play with my dog. I would drink a cup of tea. I would do things that makes me feel, if it requires you to cut yourself off from your kids or whatever and isolate yourself for a small or short period of time, do that as well. This is what you need to do. You need to rest, okay? You need to rest with this Four of Swords. Rest, Aquarius. It's almost like, I don't know what this is. This is a very, the universe is almost screaming this in my head. And not in a bad way, it's just they want to emphasize this. Rest, Aquarius, rest. You need to rest. Okay, rest as in a rejuvenating period, basically. Okay, Ten of Coins, King of Coins is, this is where you're going to end up in this energy. Although this is the energy that you grieve, that you lost, but this is where you're going to end up after you've, like I said, it's like somebody, a birthing canal is that what I see, like someone, a baby going through a birthing. I haven't seen a birthing canal. I'm just like trying to analyze here, okay? It's like a passageway and it's small and this person is struggling to get through this. It's very narrow and this person is struggling to get through to the other side. And the universe is telling you you're going to be fine. We all have these periods and seasons in our life. You're going to be okay, because this is where you're going to end up, in the King of Coins position. The King of Coins is someone that's very abundant and fertile and prosperous and secure, disciplined, abundant. Okay, it's the King of Coins. You see, he's lying there. He's like very peaceful, lazy. This is exactly where you're going to end up. I don't know exactly what this is, but you're not going to stay in this period. It makes me think of this. When I lost my dad, obviously it's a very difficult time when you lose someone that you love, and it feels like the end of the world basically to you. But as the time progresses and you face this pain later on, when you look at the pictures and you look at a specific picture, you get reminded of a memory of this individual. So for instance, if I look at a picture of my dad, it reminds me of the times that we went to the gardens in Cape Town and we fed the squirrels and he bought peanuts and we sat there in the gardens and we fed the squirrels, and we went to the museum, and he used to, there was these like people that rode this bike with this ice cream, that sold ice cream, and he would buy me ice cream, stuff like that. Okay, and it would bring a smile to my face. So relish in these memories of and this is what's going to carry you through. because, like I said, yeah, your grief for what you've lost is a mirror up to where you were bravely working. You had a beautiful experience with this individual, and cherish this, because it's like I tell my son also, when I go through difficult times, these memories of my dad is what carries me through. Okay. Anyway, Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope it was helpful. Please take care. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. I really am. I wish I could give you a hug. Anyway, please take care. I love you. Bye. And to all my new subscribers and everyone, please take care, and thank you for being here, and I love you all. Bye.